How clear of a vision do you have of where you want to be? Hey, welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. I want to talk about the clarity of your vision. I want to talk about where you want to be, your goals, your aspirations, all those things. Yesterday, actually, a friend of mine that I work with, she sent me her vision statement. We've talked about it before. She did one last year and she did a new one this year, talking about where she wants to be a year from now. And it was amazing. She did such an incredible job. And so I decided to share something with her that I'll share with you as well. A couple weeks ago, I've got a friend, Nick, at the Just Grow podcast. It's a podcast that they do it in a live setting. And so I went to one of their recordings, and after the podcast, Nick showed a presentation of something that he had created. And this is something, go follow him, because this is something he's going to create for other people too. You've heard people talk about vision boards, and there's a lot of power in vision boards so that you can really have a vision of what you want to accomplish, where you want to go. What Nick has done is he created a vision video, one where all the things that he would put into a vision board, all these goals that he has, all these aspirations, he's created a video that he watches on a daily basis. Great inspiration, great project. Again, go follow Nick at Just Grow Podcast. Really cool stuff. Anyways, so I talked to my friend about this, told her she should do it because it's something I think is really cool. I'd love to do one for myself. But it got me thinking about things, a couple things. I'm going to talk about someone else I work with and some of their vision of where they're going. But I want you to think of right now, do you understand where you're headed? Do you have a clear vision of where you're going? We're always talking about our goals and all the things that we're trying to achieve. And there's a few things I want to talk about. One is, to me, it's very important to have your goals. It's important to understand where you're headed and what you're trying to achieve. It's important to understand why you're doing it and how you're going to get there. So let's talk about that first. One of the ways, definitely go to jeffhaggie.com/biggerfuture. I'll go into a lot more detail in that free webinar, and you can really go through the process of figuring this out. But what I want you to do is vision yourself 1 year from now, having the perfect year. Everything that you want, everything that you desire has happened. What did that look like? You know where you are now, you know where you want to be. Figure those things out, and then take a look at it and say, okay, what's in that gap? What's between those things? Where you are now, where you want to be? How do you have to fill that gap so that you can achieve those? And that's what we talk about with setting your goals, reverse engineering it, knowing what you've got to do on a monthly basis, weekly basis, and then the accountability of what you have to do every day to make sure you're achieving those goals. So there's a lot to it, and I'd love to help you guys with that. If it's anything from any of our coaching programs to our accountability programs, anything that can help you guys achieve that. But I want to talk about a few different things here. One, to me, it's extremely important to understand what those goals are and how you're going to get there, going through the process, doing all the things so that you can make them a reality. But one of the things I don't want you to do is be so focused on that future goal to forget about the now, to forget about the life you're living now. I've talked about it in other podcasts. A lot of times you can look at this and say, okay, a year from now, if I create that perfect year, what does that look like? Well, how many of those things can you live right now? If you look at what you would be doing a year from now if you had everything you wanted, why can't you start some of those things now? So that's the main thing I want you to look at, is as we get so focused on our goals, on our accountability, on doing these things, don't do all of that at the price of missing out on what's happening now. Don't think I'm going to have this bigger future so that I can do XYZ, when the reality is XYZ is probably something you can do now. But at the same time, don't sacrifice XYZ for only living in the moment. There's got to be how those things work together. Now, the other thing I want to talk about there is another person that I've been working with for a while. She was excited about her goals. She set some great goals. She had everything figured out, and she's been working on them, making some progress, but not the progress she was hoping for. She had set some big goals, not hitting her targets. And the thing I asked her to do is to reevaluate them. Still look at big goals that you're going to have in the future and figure out how you're going to break those down. But make sure in the shorter term, the things that you're trying to achieve on the pathway to achieve those bigger goals are things that you are capable of achieving. Because if you set huge goals and month after month you're not hitting your target and you're not even making a lot of progress on them, all you're going to do is get discouraged and you're not going to keep at it. It doesn't matter what your why is. If you've got a strong why, but you're never hitting your target, you're going to get discouraged. So make sure that you're setting goals that are going to stretch you, but they're achievable, that you are going to make some progress, that you're going to see some things happening. And then from there, we keep going. We keep building on it. But don't do it in a fashion that you're just going to get discouraged and want to completely give up. So as you're looking at things, like I said, where do you want to be a year from now? Set some big lofty goals that you can figure out how you're going to create the things between where you are, where you want to be, and make that a reality. Go through my program so you can go through the 7 levels deep, figure out your purpose and your why to keep you motivated, figure out the things on how you're going to stay accountable, get an accountability partner, join my accountability group. Come to jeffheggie.com/accountability. Anything that's going to help you stick to it and make sure that you do those things that are going to help you achieve those goals. Hopefully this is something that's going to help you, keep you motivated, keep you moving forward. And also, like I said, making sure that you're appreciating the now, that you're living now and enjoying what you already have. Don't put everything into the future. Live that life now and enjoy it. Thanks for being with me. I'll be back tomorrow. Why do some people succeed at all levels beyond their imagination while others struggle? The mind is the key to your success. Even the best strategy won't matter without the right mindset to implement it. For those who desire to be great, to do amazing things, and have an impact on the world, the Bigger Future Coaching Program is designed to take your life and your business to another level. If you're ready to make big commitments, be held accountable, and develop the success mindsets that'll take you beyond your dreams, join us today. Find out more at jeffheggie.com/group coaching. Some of you may know this, but in addition to my coaching, I've recently joined Geneva Financial Home Loans, a mortgage lender headquartered in Chandler, Arizona, as a mortgage loan originator. I've always had a passion for serving others, and now I'm proud to also be a part of Home Loans Powered by Humans. If you're in the state of Arizona and looking to take the next step in your journey, contact me at 801-830-3858 to start the conversation. NMLS number 42056, BK number 0910215, Equal Opportunity Lender.